Hello everyone. We're pretty excited these days. It's Euro 2020. Okay, I understand it's 2021, but the competition is called Euro 2020. We're in full swing. Of course, Italy won for the second time yesterday without any help, so we won't have to switch sides for the moment. We are still on a roll. England won as well, although we can't really understand why they're part of the Euro 2020. They're out of the Euro, so they should be kicked out of the tournament. Really, France won against Germany. Also, that's big news without any Allied intervention. So that's a big news. Hello everyone. Hello Loon Striker. Hello Loon Mordante. Hello Great Night and everyone else. Hello Shards. Marco El Immobile. Well, I'm Marco El Locatelli today. We've got the new champions surfacing. We're going to sell them all for a few million euros in a moment, so don't worry about that. And then they'll become totally useless to any team in about 2 months' time. Don't worry about that. We won't be talking about football anymore. That's probably going to be the last time we do that. I have to make a confession. This is not tea. I put some beer into this because it's very hot out there, and we have to make sure that we don't dehydrate too much. So beer is good for that. Thanks. The shirt is good. It's brand new as well. Now, big news today. We've got new emotes. You can see Slitherine TV using the new one of the new emotes. I'm very proud of these. You can use them as much as you want. And missing 40 subscribers before we get to add Feel the Glory 2 Medieval to the Sleet Store, and I won't make the difference there, but only about over 300 before we add 5 back catalog games to the Sleet Store. So make sure you subscribe, you follow us, you do all the things that you young people do in social media channels. It is a big day today, of course, because we released Valor Victory. Valor Victory is out now. You can buy it on Steam and on our site for the price of $19.99 on Steam. You've got I've also got the conversions here. You've got €16.79 and £15.49 for anyone living in the UK. So good price, good deal for Valor Victory. We're pretty excited about the release of Valor Victory. It's a big deal for us because it's the start of a brand new brand really. So we're excited that Lance and the Yobo War Games team finalized the game. We're putting it out there, and it's the start of something new. We're really proud of it. If you already own Heroes of Normandy, the board game, we've put together a nice bundle on Steam. So if you already know that game, you'll have a discount if you buy Valor Victory. So on top of the $19.99 great price. So make sure that you take advantage of that if you own Heroes of Normandy. And Valor Victory is of course ready to launch with a tournament. So you can sign up with the Operation Overlord tournament, and it's already open. So you can download the game, sign up, and off you go. You have 2 weeks to sign up, and the tournament will feature 3 rounds. So each round will last 21 days. So it's going to be pretty long and interesting tournament, and we're going to launch more of these because, of course, Valor Victory is a game made for that. There's going to be 3 scenarios in the tournament: the Normandy landing, so Saint-Marie-du-Mont, the flight for Col-Villan, and the Battle of Douvres. The Battle of Douvres radar station is actually a nice, interesting one. It's a battle that took place on the 17th of June, 1944. So today, really. And so it's the 77th anniversary of that, when the British 41st Commando Royal Marines led the attack, supported by the tanks of the 79th Armored Division. The radar of Douvres was the main Luftwaffe radar station in the area. So it's going to be interesting to see how you cope with that mission. And of course, adding it to the tournament, I think it's a very good idea. Good to celebrate, good to remember, maybe some less known battles of World War II. And thank you, Pocus. My French accent comes up. And Paolo is away on holiday. He doesn't. He just wants to let us know about that. But hello, Paolo. Valor Victory. Also remember that we have the tournament and the release of the game means that you can leave positive reviews. Help us make this really a great success, so that we can work on DLCs and such in the future, because it's a great, huge potential. Of course, help us make it better. So whatever you think is a good suggestion to improve the game, let us know. It's important. We've already started working on a lot of fixes coming out of comments coming from content creators and press reviews and so on. I am super excited about the game, and Lance and the Yobor team are also backing this with a lot of effort. So make sure you give feedback, constructive feedback, and help us make a great game for the future, really. So that was Valor Victory. I think we've got a 2-minute video, right, Bruno? So let's run that and come back here for a bit more news about other products.
Valor Victory is a fast-playing, easy-to-learn World War II squad-level game system. Based on the original Hex and Counter board game, the digital edition provides you with an accessible and deep challenge, developed for classic tabletop game lovers. With 20 scenarios based around real events shortly after the Normandy landings in 1944, the battles focus on combat between the American, British, and German forces. Valor Victory features infantry and armored combat, close assaults, fortifications, and much more. The game challenges you to achieve different objectives, eliminate the enemy, capture objectives, or exit certain units off of the map. Just like the original board game, each turn is divided into phases: command, fire, move, defensive fire, advance, and assault phase. You will roll the dice to determine the combat results, but your luck is in your hands. Wise use of terrain, covers, leaders, hindrance, and many more modifiers will greatly improve your chances of success. Valor Victory comes with full multiplayer support. Challenge your friends in a 1 versus 1 multiplayer matches over PBM and Hot Seat. If you're looking to test your skills, sign up for official tournaments and climb the leaderboard as well. An extremely intuitive built-in scenario editor allows you to build and play your own scenarios, either against the AI or against your friends. Pick a map, set the objective, choose the factions, place units and defenses where you prefer. Add details and customize your rules. Decide the number of turns, the available smoke in a starting team, and share your scenarios with other players. The scenario editor gives you all the tools to create custom, unlimited different challenges.
Hey, so that's Valor Victory. A couple of questions there, kind of like Squad Leader. Kind of, Athos. It's, I think, less of a headache compared to Squad Leader. Much less of a headache compared to Advanced Squad Leader, but it's in the kind of vein of Squad Leader. Exactly, Claude. More like easy to pick up and less of a breaking type of gameplay. Claude's right. Check out, if you're French, of course, check out on the Gazette du Wargamer, the French quick guide, and they've also got a review and a lot of articles about Valor Victory. It's a great site if you like war games and you are French speaking. If you're English speaking, you can use Google Translate, but still check out the site. When it will be on GOG, it's an option as well. Really depends on how popular the game is. Of course, GOG is a whole set of new builds and such, so it's more support for the game as we go forward. But if the game is successful, absolutely yes, it's going to land on GOG at one point. Speaking of which, takes me, I'm going to make a little bit of a change in the schedule, but Shadow Empire landed on GOG. So if you like Shadow Empire and you want to check it out for a 35% discount, I think, get it on GOG. There's a good promo running for these types of games as well. So just check. Search for the name of the game on GOG and you'll find it out. I think it's still covered on the homepage, but you can search it there. 35% discount for the launch of Shadow Empire on GOG. Thanks for following us. Cheesy What's It? Great to see you around. Now, thank you, Robbie, for sending over the link for Shadow Empire. The game is being now supported in I think 5 different stores, and Vic has got more and more work to do. But you know what it is. When you become so famous, you have to keep up with all the requests. So sorry for that, Vic, and hopefully this will bring us more sales. In other news, important news about Battle Sector. I've got a little posture checks request. Thanks for resubscribing 14 months. Little suit. Posture. I've got to be very careful here. Battle Sector is getting a demo. So it launched a demo a couple of days ago. Now it's being featured on the Steam Next Fest homepage. There's kind of a lot of very cool games being featured there. A lot of demos being released. A lot of games we'd also like to play. So we started doing that as well. But Battle Sector is there, so if you want to check it out before you buy it on the 15th July. This is a great opportunity. It's well featured on on the homepage, well featured on the Next Fest homepage as well, because it's one of the most downloaded demos. So you're not gonna find it hard to find it out and check it. What you see there, I don't have the name of the guy who did all these screenshots, but these are all screenshots taken with photo mode by one of our long time fans. Sorry, Teacher Galante, yes, took the screenshot. Thank you, Alberto. These are really good, and this is what you can do with the photo mode. So if you happen to run the demo and you also want to send us the screenshots so we can show them and feature them in one of the next tea times, send them around either via Facebook or via Instagram or via Twitter, and we'll feature them, because we like to. Oh, look at this one. This is nasty. You will feature them in tea time and post them on our social media with a little tag saying it's from you, and so it's a good opportunity to share some cool images. I mean, Galante is absolutely top notch in doing these things, but I think it's the photo mode is easy enough that you can give it a go and make sure that you contribute to our fantastic gallery of great screenshots. I don't know if you want to call it screenshots. This is art, really, really, really well done, very well executed. So very, very good. So the demo for Battle Sector will run until I think the 22nd of June. Then we're going to decide if we're going to take it down or not. It's really depending on the feedback we're getting. Some of the feedback we're getting is definitely going to help us tinker with the game's final settings and and how the game will performance and bugs and so on. But also it will tell us if the game is a good, valid tool to actually give the right visibility to the game. Make sure that if the game is out there, it's a game that it's a demo that is working for anyone playing the game. Wow, there's a lot of screenshots. There's a lot of very cool. Why do we do marketing materials? Let's hire this guy and he's going to do it for us. This is really, really cool. Damien, any news about Stargate? We were shown the game. We have this thing called a project review every quarter, and the last one was on Monday, so we've seen Stargate in action. For the first time, actually, someone playing the game, and I have to say it's really coming along pretty nicely. We've got a lot of news to share, so very soon. As I said last week, tea time will end around end of July, and then we'll resume tea time in September. That's because we are improving with just like facelifting the whole Twitch channel with a lot of new programs, a lot of new stuff. So we're going to take the summer off to reassess some of the things. And one of the things we're doing is preparing some specials for the upcoming games. So remember that Stargate, Master of Magic, and Broken Arrow, and many other games that we haven't announced yet are going to release in 2022. So showing stuff now would be probably too soon, but we definitely have stuff coming along very, very soon. On the other hand, the Starship Troopers beta is ongoing. It's been have some teas. Colorton. This is me obeying. It's not tea though, it's beer today. We are going to add more people to the beta for Starship Troopers very, very soon. The beta, the first group is giving very valid feedback. We're listening, we're implementing. The guys are working like mad people, but we're adding more people now because we need fresh eyes. So Loon Striker, Starship Troopers pre-purchase. I'm not sure we're going to do pre-purchase for Starship Troopers, and there's a reason for that. We're not pre-purchase. We do it. There's opportunities like events to make sure that the game gains visibility. On Starship Troopers, there's not this need at the moment. So, for instance, on Battle Sector, we did a pre-purchase because we had the Skulls festival happening in early June, so we wanted to take advantage of that and give the product a boost and make sure that the game was on sale for that opportunity, to take their full advantage of that opportunity. So that was the reason, really. I mean, on Starship Troopers, we don't really need that to boost because we don't have any of these commercial opportunities. If there will be, we'll do that. Bit of advancement on something like Sanctus Retreat. I think Space Marine fans are in for a real treat. Absolutely, Pixel. I believe I heard the next bunch of news for Distant Worlds 2 may be released soon. Yes, I think beginning of July, we're going to have the first recap and first dev diary for Distant Worlds 2. We had a good chat about Distant Worlds 2 again at the project review, and we got like confirmation 99.99999% the game is releasing this year. So expect more news about it, many more news about it in the coming days. Would Starship Troopers have different editions people can buy, like collector's edition? I don't think so, Colliorton. We're going to do a standard edition for Starship Troopers, and that's it. We don't plan to do any fancy things. Mainly because the type of game we're doing, we really want it to be, a game anyone can own for at launch. So there's not going to be any special edition for that. Starship Troopers still aiming for end of June, July. No, we're looking at after the summer, Spring Beauty, and we just started beta, so there's no chance the game is going to hit the stores before the end of summer. Well, before the end of summer is September 21st, so who knows, but it's going to be definitely later on. Thanks for resubscribing. Leech Ones for 4 months. I'm afraid if I don't mention Fog 2, Mark will forget all about it. No, we have, of course, Mordante. We have an event coming up. You know that we have a big event for celebrating the anniversary of Las Navas de Tolosa coming up in early July. So the guys are working hard to make that event happening, and Francesco and Hetzer being present in the chat, can testify on that. Collector's edition might be tricky anyways, as the rights are MGN. Well, MGM is Stargate, and Starship Troopers is Sony Pictures Entertainment. So it's two different places, but collector's edition can be done for anything really. It's just that it depends on the type of game and the game you're trying to sell. Really, it's because we're selling a digital game. You don't really have an opportunity to do all these, big fancy statues or things. So the collector's edition has to be about content. So if you create more content for someone to pay more, then why not just put the content in the game and just go with it. We don't want, B series customers because they didn't buy the collector's edition. In this specific case, it doesn't make any sense. And will be all DLCs available on launch day for Order of Battle on Xbox? Yes, absolutely yes. We are planning to release all the DLCs. As you remember, Order of Battle on Xbox will release on, what's the date, Bruno, for Order of Battle DLC on Xbox? Robbie, you can say that in the chat. Anyway, we got the review of the release schedule. Sorry, guys, I don't really have everything on top of my head. But all the DLCs, the game will release at $19.99, including Blitzkrieg, and then everything else will be released at launch. So, Order of Battle Xbox 23rd of June, Order of Battle PlayStation following about a month later. That's the plan we've got. Well, whilst we're here, Panzer Corps 2, Axis Operation 1942, releasing on the 9th of July. 15th of July, we've got Battle Sector coming up. And then Combat Mission Cold War on 22nd July confirmed. And after that, everything is a bit of a TBA, but you can see there's quite a lot of stuff to be preparing for release. So who do I have to bribe to get Distant Worlds 2 beta access? Torin. You don't have to bribe anyone. Francesco, make sure that Torin gets in the next batch of players for Distant Worlds 2. Got to give a bit of an award for everyone following us for such a long time. Anything else here? Not really. So let me get on with tournaments. Okay, if you get to the tournaments, we have a tournament happening on Panzer Corps 2. It was supposed to launch, I think, today or tomorrow, I think, but we had to postpone it for technical reasons. So you have until the 22nd of June to subscribe to the tournament. We've got 90 players, which is a record for Panzer Corps. I hope we're gonna go over 100 players. And make sure that when we start the next tournament, which is launching when 1942 is releasing, we have more people enjoying the tournament system because it's really, really cool. And of course, you can see from there that Valor Victory first tournament is also open for subscriptions, although we just opened it. So I don't know if that's a live thing or it's a screenshot, but you can check it out on www.slitherine.com/tournaments. And like Alberto is rightly posting on the chat. Did I miss all the football bragging? You did, Pat. I'm so sorry. I don't want to repeat that because I'm useless. But today I think Ukraine is playing, and we've got Denmark playing today, Netherlands playing today, and a few others. We got 3 matches. So I think the first one just finished a few minutes ago. Ukraine won 2-1. Athos. So against who was that? Macedonia, was it? Something like that, I think. Yes. Thank you, Alberto. You're good at giving us all the... Alberto is actually very good at predictions. So make sure you ping him if you need any help on betting. He's really good at that. All right, so next up, streams. Do you wanna give me the little upcoming streams thing? Right, today after this, of course, Edmund is going to play Valor Victory. We don't have any doubt about it. After Valor Victory at 6:30 p.m., we've got Hexaboo playing Battle Sector. And at 8 p.m., we have Yogdog playing Panzer Corps 2. Richard York is playing Fog Medieval tomorrow at 6 p.m. the England v Scotland match. We're kind of having a bit of fun with the Euro, so the next match is going to be of England. It's going to be against Scotland, so we're going to match that with a Field of Glory 2 medieval proper engagement on stuff that really counts. So the battlefield. And at 8 p.m. XTRG is going to play white. We're in the East 2. Should I also mention that Kushan is playing Command tomorrow at 6 p.m. Looks like Desert War Wigo system. Yes, Wigo system. Desert War. I don't know what you're talking about there. Maybe you're mentioning about you're talking about the upcoming Desert War engine, a new game based on Stalingrad. That's a game that's in development right now. We've announced it at our How Live, and it will be coming up this year. We don't know yet when, because we didn't start beta, but it's definitely going to be a 2021 release. And really hope that, I mean, the system, the Wigo system of Desert War really works super well with that setting. So we're anticipating a lot of interest for that game, and the developers, Brian Kelly and the development team in Ireland, are super excited about giving more news about that once we can deliver on screenshots, videos, and such. And medieval, stop it, Mordante. Medieval DLC. You'll get more medieval DLCs soon. You've got to play. You did really finish playing Reconquista in every single shape form. I think you've got many hours to go. So, how many scenarios made it into the Valor Victory release? Roberta can answer that question. I think 20, but I'm not like 100% sure. It's going to be about 20 scenarios. And right, so I'm going to tell you that next week we have pretty busy tea time with lots of just disappeared for a moment. We have a lot of interesting things. We may have a guest. We're trying to finalize, but if not, we're going to have a lot of content for next week as well. And I really hope to give you good news about how Valor Victory went, because I'm super positive about that. And when is the last tea time for the summer, Mordante? I think, when was the date, Bruno? I think last weekend of July. I might be wrong, but that could be the last week of July. 29th of July. That's the last. Thank you, Francesca. And then we're going to be back in the first week of September, if I'm not wrong, or the second one. That's the goal we have. And hopefully, when we're back, we're going to have many more players following us, many more of you coming to see us, say hello, and subscribe to the channel. What we see is that a lot of people come to the live, but also watch it recorded on demand afterwards on the YouTube channel and so on. So it's great that there is the live interaction, and then there's a lot of stuff happening on YouTube afterwards. So that's really making us super proud. I mean, you've got to think that preparing all these shows and materials and so on is a lot of work not for me. I just come up here 1 minute before the thing happens, but everyone else around here is putting a lot of effort into organizing these things. And also remember, for the first time we're doing this with actual people in the office. There's 5 of us today, which is incredible. And in a couple of weeks' time, it's going to be the whole team. So hopefully we're going to be all showing up in a way, so to say hello to you and celebrate that we're all back in the office for once, and let's see how long that happens, how long that lasts. Denmark beat Belgium in about half an hour. Yeah, Claude, we're going to watch out for that, and hopefully it's going to be an interesting match, of course. Two kingdoms of Europe against one another. Shards, if you're playing the Battle Sector demo, come and talk us about it on the Battle Sector Discord. Yes, please give us feedback, give us feedback, give us feedback, because it's super important for us. And me curating my t-shirts, not really a lot of effort, Pixel. It's going to be like stuff I like, I wear, and that's it. And sometimes they try to convince me wearing very silly stuff, but that's only seldom that happens. I will say goodbye for today, and make sure you join us next week. And yeah, go download Valor Victory. Make sure you enjoy it. Give us feedback on the Battle Sector demo. And we're approaching release, so we're super excited about that as well. I will see you next week. Goodbye.